Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Let's discuss an essential mineral that tomatoes supply. Potassium is classified as an electrolyte because it produces ions when dissolved in water. These positively charged atoms are vital for maintaining an electrochemical balance across cell membranes, enabling nerves to relay signals that regulate the heart's beating and other bodily functions. The fascinating benefits of tomatoes. Please continue watching to learn an easy way to safeguard your skin from the inside out.
Making war? That's a sure sign that your soul will be condemned forever in hell.
Hello, my name is Slaman, and it is an honor to be your host today. English is the official language on Christmas Island, but you may also be greeted in Mandarin, Malay, Cantonese, and other languages since the residents come from diverse cultural backgrounds. The spirited islanders wish you always to think positive thoughts for a productive life. Welcome to our show about the fascinating benefits of tomatoes. Did you know tomatoes were once known as wolf peaches? The term is a literal translation of the genus Lycopersicon. How about this question? In the US, what state is responsible for more than 95% of the nation's processed tomato products? When someone mentions California, bright sunshine, beaches, and surfing are often the first few things that come to mind. Indeed, the weather and the amount of solar radiation are key factors that determine the Golden State's ability to grow such a large quantity of tomatoes. These fruits grow best in a daytime temperature range of 65 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, equivalent to around 18 to 29 degrees Celsius. However, if the nighttime air temperature remains elevated, the tomatoes will not turn red. So, California's fertile soil, warm days, and cool nights make it an ideal place for dependably productive harvests. Ripe tomatoes may contain 4 types of carotenoids, including alpha and beta carotene, lutein, and lycopene. These fat-soluble pigments give tomatoes their different colors. At first, all tomatoes are green because they are full of chlorophyll. As the fruits ripen, carotenoid molecules are naturally synthesized and chlorophyll concentrations decrease. Lycopene is mainly responsible for the beautiful red color, while beta-carotene contributes an orange-red hue. Yellow tomatoes, on the other hand, look the way they do because they are rich in lutein. The pigments also affect the taste and have their unique health benefits, but they also interact with each other to our advantage. Lycopene is concentrated in the skin of the tomato and helps us minimize damage caused by the ultraviolet rays of the sun. This feature is an exciting advantage for outdoor and adventurous types. In a study where people consumed 40 grams of tomato paste with olive oil daily for 10 weeks, there were 40% fewer sunburns. Since lycopene is a fat-soluble nutrient, the oil enhances its absorption by the body. The results indicate that regularly eating tomatoes is an easy way to safeguard your skin from the inside out. However, if you're planning to be out in the sun for a long time, you would be wise to put on your hat and other protective gear. Lycopene is also a potent antioxidant that reduces cellular damage from free radicals that may lead to wrinkles, grey hair, gum disease, and a weaker immune system. Keep in mind, however, that citric acid can soften tooth enamel. If you eat many raw tomatoes, it is best to wait for at least 30 minutes before brushing. In addition to lycopene, tomatoes contain a powerful ester called chlorogenic acid, which may help to lower blood pressure in people with hypertension. Beta-carotene works to prevent the oxidation of cells and is converted by the body into vitamin A. This compound is important for several reasons. It is responsible for maintaining a clear cornea, the transparent layer forming the front of the eye. It is also directly related to producing a cofactor called retinol, an essential constituent of rhodopsin. This protein is what enables us to see when there is little light. Some studies have linked diets rich in vitamin A with a reduced risk of macular degeneration. Aside from what it does for our vision, the micronutrient plays a supporting role in error-free cell division, growth, reproduction, and immunity. Finally, we will mention a flavonoid found in tomatoes called naringenin. This phytochemical is still being studied for a variety of potential benefits. Clinical trials have shown it to be generally antimicrobial, meaning it is effective against harmful bacteria, fungi, and viruses. It also reduces oxidative damage to DNA and may even aid in treating Alzheimer's disease. As with lycopene, naringenin is concentrated in the tomato's skin and is more available to humans when the fruit is cooked. But then, heat can damage some vitamins, so it is best to consume tomatoes both ways, prepared and fresh. Before eating tomatoes raw, however, remember to wash them properly if you did not grow them yourself.
Our reliance on animal agriculture is literally killing us and ruining our climate and our planet. Moby Vegan.
Perhaps a few tomatoes are waiting for you, either in your garden or kitchen. We will pause a moment so that you can grab a healthy vegan snack. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for the second half of our show. Welcome back to the fascinating benefits of tomatoes on Supreme Master Television. It is hard to think of a more flavorful crop that one may enjoy freshly picked from a sun-drenched field. Not only that, tomatoes are a very popular culinary ingredient that can be used in side dishes like salads or as the base for soups and sauces. Whether they are eaten raw or cooked, tomatoes pack a lot of nutrition. Let's look at more upsides of including tomatoes in our diet. Just as a reminder, we like antioxidants because they neutralize rogue molecules that cause cellular damage, leading to heart disease, cancer, and other ailments. These free radicals come from the body's usual metabolic activities plus toxins in our environment such as cigarette smoke, industrial chemicals, and ultraviolet radiation. Fortunately, tomatoes contain two additional antioxidants, vitamin C and vitamin E. Vitamin C is an essential ingredient for a healthy immune system and keeps our skin firm. Eating one medium-sized tomato can provide up to 28% of the daily intake amount, considered sufficient for most healthy people. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble vitamin with several chemical forms. However, alpha-tocopherol is the only one that the body can use for disarming free radicals. Isn't it reassuring to know that tomatoes can help to reduce oxidative stress? Along with vitamins C and E, tomatoes include vitamins B9 and K1. B9, also called folate, ensures healthy tissue growth and red blood cell formation. It is especially important for pregnant women. Scientific evidence shows that taking folate before conception and during the first weeks of pregnancy helps develop the baby's neural tube and lowers the risk of brain and spine defects. K1, also known as phylloquinin, is needed by the body to produce prothrombin. This protein plays a significant role in bone metabolism, blood clot formation, and regulating calcium levels in the bloodstream. Moving on from vitamins, let's discuss an essential mineral that tomatoes supply. Potassium is classified as an electrolyte because it produces ions when dissolved in water. These positively charged atoms are vital for maintaining an electrochemical balance across cell membranes, enabling nerves to relay signals that regulate the heart's beating and other bodily functions. In addition, potassium offsets another mineral, sodium, which you may have too much of if you consume a lot of salt. Sodium is also an electrolyte, but it prompts the body to draw water out of cells and into the blood. The increase in fluid puts pressure against the walls of blood vessels. Did you ever play with water balloons as a child? You may recall that filling a balloon with too much water may cause it to burst. There is a similar risk with blood vessels. Eating fruits and vegetables rich in potassium helps the body excrete excess sodium, thus preventing fluid retention and lowering blood pressure. You have probably heard that carrots are good for your eyesight, but did you know that tomatoes can serve as a defense against the blue light coming from computer and cell phone screens? The oversized berries contain lutein and zeaxanthin, two anti-inflammatory carotenoids that may help ease the feeling of tiredness and reduce headaches from eye strain. Tomatoes also keep your intestines functioning normally. On average, tomatoes contain about 1.5 grams of fiber. As you may know, dietary fiber is a non-digestible carbohydrate and one of the main reasons to consume whole plant foods. Most of the fiber in tomatoes is insoluble, promoting bowel health, regularity, and a feeling of fullness that can help with weight management. We trust that the information we have presented will motivate you to add more tomatoes to your diet. One more point before we go. Compared with conventional produce, organically grown tomatoes will likely have more of the antioxidants and flavonoids we have discussed. At the same time, organic crops have lower levels of pesticide residue. There are approximately 10,000 varieties of tomatoes to choose from across the globe, but remember to look for organic. Bon appetit and kudos to God for creating fruit with so many remarkable qualities.
Vegan. Watch the demons run away from you.
Wonderful viewers, we are glad and grateful that you could join us today. Next is Diligent Group Meditation to Protect Ourselves and the World, Part 5 of 6 on Between Master and Disciples, right after Noteworthy News. May your soul be showered with heavenly light and glory.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/HL.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/HL.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/HL.
Naše programy nabízejí více jazyků. Prosím, navštivte suprememastertv.com/schedule a suprememastertv.com/HL